Welcome to Inspired Changemakers, a podcast about all the amazing things people are doing to make the world a better place. This podcast is about creating change and the moments that inspired our guests to activate. My name is Julia Healey, and I'm the CEO of United Charitable. Stay tuned to be inspired. Welcome so much to the podcast, Inspired Changemakers. This podcast is about all the things that people are doing to inspire change. And I'm so excited to have you guys on because I have seen it. I have attended your games. I'm very excited to have you guys here. So first, we have Evan Makle, who plays guard for the Virginia Valley Vipers. He graduated from Shenandoah University with a bachelor's degree in media and communication and a minor in coaching. Can't wait to dig into that. Evan's love for basketball was rooted with him at a very young age. Sharing his knowledge and passion for basketball with the next generation fuels his desire to keep the game close to him. And Michael Brown is a professional basketball player for the Virginia Valley Vipers. Born and raised in Winchester, Virginia, so locally grown, love it. Attended the University of Mount Olive, where he played basketball and earned his bachelor's degree in sports management. Outside of basketball, Michael is a family man and loves spending time with his wife and daughter. So again, thank you guys so much for being on. I can't wait to really dig into why you guys have chosen to really play for the community that you love. And I'm very excited. But to start this off, I want to know, how old were you guys when you started playing basketball?
I probably started like first grade.
So first grade, it was like, so you're young, like, yeah.
I started very young.
I would say the very first time I picked up a basketball was maybe 2 or 3 years old. Yeah, I have like a picture in my wallet.
Do you really?
All the time.
And from then on, you just loved it. It was just, you knew that this is, when did you know you were talented at it? Like, when did people start paying attention to you for being talented?
Probably around like elementary school or around that time, like they started taking note, like, oh, you're a pretty good guard. Like, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say elementary school too. I would make like a good move, and then I look in the crowd and nobody's cheering. It's like, that's normal for me. So it's like, okay, cool. Well, I need to do something better. So that's when I realized I love basketball. Just the easy things just come normal.
And what is it about the sport of basketball that really, like, out of all the sports you could have played, baseball, football, all of the thing, what is it about basketball that you really just enjoy the most?
What I enjoy about basketball, I guess, is like how it makes the kids feel low-key, because being my size, you know, I get a lot of kids that come up to me and they just like, oh, Mike, I can't believe you can do this, or go try to dunk or do this, and then that's just probably the most fun thing about it to me.
I would say it's the team aspect. You know, most sports, you're by yourself, like swimming or golf, you know, but I think just adding other players and, you know, having a brother by your side and getting an assist, I don't know, it just makes me feel good. So I like playing basketball with other people.
And so what has been your journey with basketball? You played in high school.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you went ahead and you played in college.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you decided to take one step further. You guys said, no, I really want to play it professionally. And you decided to start playing for the Virginia Valley Vipers.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, the Virginia Valley Vipers played at Shenandoah University. I watched Mike play a couple of times at Shenandoah University. And then I talked to Miss Tina, and, you know, RJ said, come out to a tryout. And then, you know, just God gave me the opportunity, so I took it. And now I'm here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, with me, I had got the opportunity to go overseas at first, and then, you know, things didn't go the way I wanted it to, and thank God for Miss Tina and the opening over at the Vipers, and that's where I've been ever since.
That's awesome. And I will say, as somebody that has been in the crowd to watch you guys play, it's pretty fun. It's pretty exciting. But what is it about the community, the Loudoun community, the Percyville community? Like, what is it about that you like playing for them?
They just show up. Like, they show up. They bring energy to our team. I mean, you know, it's hard to get people to just buy in and show up regardless if you're winning or losing. If, you know, you're having a bad day, good day, and they show up regardless of, you know, how good we're playing, how bad we're playing. They show up and they give us their support. So that's all we can ask.
Yeah, showing up is really key for us. You know, it kind of fuels us when we're playing, and, you know, we need some guidance and some help. I remember we did a parade back in the fall, and everybody was asking us, like, who are we? We had a float set up, and we had our banner set up, and we had Vipers all on our shirt, and we were handing out waters. And everybody like, what is this? What is this? And we're like, yeah, we're a new team. We're a new basketball team. And Percival only has, I think, professional baseball.
Right.
So everyone was just excited for a basketball team. They're asking for the schedules, asking for shirts, and that feeling right there just makes us want to go out there and play hard.
And so what I think was the coolest thing for me is that I didn't know you guys had to cheer, right? Like Valley Vipers, right? Like I didn't know like what to expect into the first time. I didn't know if it was going to be like a college game or like a professional game. I didn't know what to expect. And what I got was people playing their hearts out in a way that I haven't seen before. I guess I could say it like that. The way that you guys interact, the way that you guys really care. I mean, some of you are still going to school and working other jobs, and you're doing this at night, and you must love this game.
Oh, of course. It's something that we've been doing since, like you said, elementary. You got to put your all into the craft, of course, anytime you step out there. And then, like you said, you got new fans, so these people are new, so you want to just try to bring them back into the next game. And, we got you to come in and come to the next game, so that's all important.
And what do you think that kids that are involved in athletics and all the give back programs that you do, why do you think it's important to show kids what they can do with athletics?
Mainly just because it's a lot of anything else that they could be doing, and they're choosing to come to the basketball game, like put the basketball in their hands at a young age and try to keep them out of trouble and just try to get them, playing outside, playing together, like doing team stuff that we don't see as much, and just community stuff like that.
I think just being a big role model for them, just showing them, what to do at this age, and how they can achieve things in their life when they're feeling down, and we can talk to them and say like we've been there, or that can just be big for a kid.
I'd like to thank United Charitable for sponsoring today's Inspired Changemakers podcast. United Charitable is a national nonprofit that focuses on guiding you on your charitable journey. Whether you like to simply streamline your giving or you like to create your own charitable initiative, United Charitable has the knowledge and resources to support you. If you'd like to learn more, check out the link in our bio. What do you think is the biggest thing that you guys had to overcome to be here today?
Man, the biggest thing.
Myself, just, you got to focus on, what's really important. Your own self can get in the way of what you really want. That's
why is that so true? Like, Mike, are you talking to me specifically right now in this moment about, but yeah, like sometimes we get in our own way of the goals that we want to achieve.
Yep.
And I love, I feel like I haven't found that and just on a level, but like you guys have that, like, what you love, how to pull yourself out. It's me over here that's like, wait, what now? No, I'm kidding. But in all reality, I totally feel that. I totally feel the getting in your own way.
Oh, yeah. But I think, just having a team, just off the court and having a bond, I think that can help you fuel in your life as well. Because there are many things that we do off the court that is just good for our community. Like one of my teammates just helped me get a training job at Evolution, Braden Allen, number 8. He just helped me get a job training kids, Monday through Thursday throughout the week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really good for me, though. But, yeah, just thank you for Braden. And I just met him about 2-3 months ago. So, yeah, I think that's a good characteristic to have when you have a lot of guys who love the same game.
Well, and I also think it's about being open to opportunities, right? Like, because opportunities are always going to present themselves, and you being ready and willing to walk through that door, right? And putting yourself in the best light. So, for example, I'll say this. When I met you, we were just in a photo together, and you just turned around to me and you're like, how you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm great. How are you? This is great. I love this whole experience. And when I met you, you probably don't remember the first time. You're like, wait until I get out there. You're like, wait until I can show you what I can do. We're not going to lose by 30 points. This is exactly what you said to me. I was like, oh my God. I was like, these people are so fantastic. They just have the light and the spirit that does uplift the community. You have no idea what's going on in other people's lives, right?
Oh, man.
Right. And so when they get to walk in and they get to see just you guys playing and the inspiration. So tell me a little bit about what the Valley Vipers do for the community.
Well, we do a lot of events. We hold a lot of Charity events. We give back to the food drives. We give back to the community a lot, and we participate in so many different events that I countless. I can't even think of. We've done a parade, food drive,
anything that our owners can think of with the community. We do. I mean, it could be passing out flyers for a car wash, whatever, that we won't even be washing cars, but we'll pass out flyers and we'll do whatever to help the community. It's just anything.
And why do you guys look for that? Why is that important to you? Why do you want to be part of that?
Oh, got to give back to the people that support you and just give hope, whatever it is, any way that you can help somebody else, you got to, because, just doing the right thing can come benefit you.
Right? Just saying hi to an individual. He had no idea who I was,
No
right?
idea.
Just saying hi.
No idea. But I think, just what Mike said, just giving back to the community, just helping your supporters who help you. You never know what they can do in your future. So
right.
Yeah.
And so it's really cool is that when United Charitable has sponsored the event, is we sit behind the opponents and we hear all the crap that they talk and all of this. And what's really amazing is how much you guys bond in there and how much you have each other's back and how much this one ref, they didn't like this one ref and they thought they were calling all sorts of bad stuff. It was just really funny. But what is that to say? Like, why do you guys enjoy being on a team?
Oh, man. I mean, you just get to meet new people. It's so many different personalities, so many things that you can learn from these guys, So I think just building that bond, and we've done it really quickly. We've done it within 2 or 3 months.
Are you guys in race for the playoffs, right?
Yes, definitely are.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, definitely are. But, yeah, just being next to these guys is just good.
But that mindset is important. Like, what can I learn from my teammates?
Yeah. Going off what he's saying, I mean, with these group of guys, like, I'm just learning a lot, like learning more, not so on the court, but off the court. Like, you just learn different stuff with a different group of people. And just playing the game of basketball, I've made so many friends, so many brothers, like, built so many relationships. Like, Evan he was at SU down the street. Yeah. And it took me playing basketball for me and him to know each other and be part of this relationship.
Crazy enough, though, I've heard of Mike Brown all throughout Winchester. Just never knew who he was. Yeah, for real. Never knew who he was. But stepped on the court, and I was like, okay, yeah, he's the real deal.
Well, it was funny because I think your wife was sitting behind me when we were at the game, and your beautiful daughter, who's like the most well-behaved. Which I was like, why are my kids not? And then I was like, oh, yeah, Mike Brown's not playing. It was like no offense to anybody, but there was like some kind of I shouldn't say it like this, but there was just, why isn't he playing? He's here, he's there, he's that, right? Like, why isn't he playing? And I was like, okay. I was like, is this dude really going to be that good when he gets in the court that he's going to like,
just wait.
I know. And so I come back again with like full, okay. So just, I think you know this about me, but I'm a diehard Philadelphia fan. So like I have Philly sports mentality. Yeah. So if you think you're great and other people think you're great, I'm going to doubt you to the fullest, right? And give you a lot of crap. And so I was like, is this kid really going to get on? And like, oh my God, totally. The smile, like the smile you have when you play. And also when you're just like making a move and you're like, bro, I just did that.
Yeah. I just try to have fun. Out there.
And the coolest thing is if you go to the Valley Vipers game is that afterwards you guys stay around to meet your fans. And why is that so important for you to connect with us?
Oh, like I said, because y'all going to build a connection so that y'all come back next game and you know who I am. You know that I've talked to your son after the game and that I found out his name. Now I know I want him back at the game next week or whenever we play. So just building the connection.
Yeah.
I just like to talk to the kids who were screaming at me in the crowd and saying, good three, or way to take a charge or something. I don't know, just connecting with the community and just seeing everybody in the face or face to face close up after the game is just everything for me.
The coolest thing is that my kids go, hey mom, don't forget the Sharpie. Last time you didn't bring the Sharpie and I had to like borrow somebody else's Sharpie.
They're like, don't forget it.
They were like, don't forget it. They were like, oh my God. I'm like, but you already have it signed. They were like, yeah, but that was the game they lost. I want it from the game they won. Yeah. Like very specific on how, isn't that cool? Yeah, like they were like, no, I want it. Yeah. But also your mascot is
Venom.
Yeah,
Venom. Yeah.
Venom.
But he is just the way he works the crowd, your selfie portal. It's like you guys make an environment of just fun. And I think what's really cool is when you have a bunch of people like that together, that you start thinking about what's possible with your life, right? You're like, look at them. Like, they're still playing, like, they're playing basketball. They're having fun. They're still on a team. Most of the guys that I talk to that are retired professional athletes, the hardest thing about their retirement is that they're not on a team anymore.
Yep. Figuring out what you're going to do.
Yeah. And so tell me a little bit about the competitiveness among your team. Are you guys a competitive bunch?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's the only way we're going to make each other better. Only way. I always try to push Mike every single practice. I'm always making sure I'm trying to guard him. But honestly, I'm really just trying to just learn. Mike, this is his second year, I believe.
Yeah,
second year. And I told Mike before the season started, I was like, look, man, I'm gonna be picking your brain like almost every day. I'm gonna pick your brain. Like, you're a smart guy. You're a good basketball player. So, I'm just trying to do everything I can learn from every single body on the team. But I try to push Mike almost every day because I know
he do.
He's
he
a
tries
warrior.
to push me. Me and him guard each other almost every practice.
Really?
Yeah, all the time. And we all compete. We all talk stuff. And at the end of the day, it's just because we building that connection. We brothers now. We got to play together. We got to learn each other. We got to push each other.
And that cohesiveness, it just translates on the court. Like, when we driving 7 hours, 5 hours away, and it's a long bus ride, but then as soon as we put our jersey on, everybody's like, okay, one mission, win the game. Let's get out of here. And that's just how it is.
So I got 2 questions on this. All right, ready? 1, who's the best trash talker on your team? Who do I got to look out for? Who do I need to go, like, pound the next time I come to a game?
I don't know. Let me think. Cam talks a lot. Cam talks a lot.
Cam does talk.
And what number is he?
Number 3.
Number 3.
Okay, so our listeners not go out and watch number 3. Go give him a pound for being the best trash talker out there.
He's gonna talk.
And then when you are on that bus ride to an away game and it's 7 hours and you've already put in a day at work or a day at school or a day with your family, like, it's not easy being a dad, right? Like, how do you get yourself mentally focused and ready for that game and to be and to be present for the community?
Knowing that this is our job. I mean, this is what we get paid to do. This is something that we got to do to provide for our family. And then, of course, we got fans watching. You never know who's watching and what can lead to the next opportunity. So you just got to always think of that.
I wish I had that how old are you?
I'm 24.
I wish I had that mindset at 24. I wish I was so open to the world and understood how the world worked enough that I didn't know what room I walked in, that I had that mentality. That would have been really helpful very early in life, right? So ahead of the game.
I would say,
do you listen to music? Do you like...
I try to just think of not blowing the opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, I put in enough hours in the gym to get here, so let's just go handle business. I don't want to leave off the court saying, I wish I did this or I could have done that. Like, I want to leave the floor sweating.
Right.
Like, everything out of me.
Do you visualize yourself? Like, are you like do you guys do any kind of visualization exercise?
All the time.
I do it the night before. Then, on the bus ride when I can, if I'm closing my eyes, resting, I got to think about the game, picture what you're doing.
That's awesome. Who was your favorite basketball player growing up and why?
I would say Dwayne Wade.
Okay.
Definitely was. I didn't watch him at Marquette.
Okay.
But my dad bought me a jersey.
Okay.
He went to Marquette, and then he got drafted to the Heat. And I was like, I just like him. I don't know, his mid-range game is nice. He can drive it. He passes to his teammates. So, growing up, I've always liked Dwayne Wade, but now it's definitely Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
It's definitely
Okay.
Kyrie Irving.
LeBron James and Allen Iverson for me.
Okay.
The reason why I say two is because I'm not 6'8" like LeBron.
Right.
But we all, we all wish we were. So LeBron, my favorite player, of course.
Yeah.
And then Allen Iverson, just love him. Greatness.
He was, so I was very lucky that I had 76ers season tickets growing up, and watching him play and watching his persona, like everything about him, he just makes you believe that he went up against Jordan. Yeah. And I've been to so I had season tickets to the Eagles growing up too. So I'm very big into baseball, not so much basketball, but definitely football. I have never felt the energy in a crowd ever to this day. I was in the arena when Iverson did the crossover on Jordan.
The double cross.
Like it.
Oh yeah.
That's lucky. Yeah, she's lucky right there.
And I had no idea what I was experiencing. Like I was younger, you know, but my parents were like, this is a moment. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, cause my parents are such Philadelphia fans that like everything is like a moment. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I was like, okay, but the energy, like, I don't even know how to explain the cellular energy that was in that room when he did this. And his face, the smile, I will never forget that smile on his face when he walked away from that. And Jordan's smile, like, yeah, man, you did it. You did it. You got me, right? Like, you know, and I was just like, oh my God, did I just see greatness? Like, I think I witnessed greatness. Yeah.
I think he was a rookie that year as well too, right?
That I'm not sure about.
It was like in his first
couple of years, yeah.
I know he was young.
And I have actually gotten to see Philadelphia greatness a couple times. Like was at the Miracle at the Meadowlands too when Michael Vick came back against the Giants. I don't know if you remember Deshaun Jackson fumbled the punt and then he ran it all back.
Yeah.
Yep. And so I've been in it, but God, there was something about Iverson because he was smaller, because so many people doubted him just because of all of it.
He played with a lot of heart and you could see it.
And that's all we want, right? I think as sports fans, that's all we want is we want somebody, you know, that really puts their heart on their sleeves and leaves, like you said, leaves everything out there. Has there been a moment where you really thought about giving up?
COVID year when I was in college, I kind of messed up a lot of my basketball career. I basically was ineligible for the whole season because of COVID. I kind of slacked off, you know, and that's one of those things that you just learn from. And
you have
like I said, I think I'm thankful for that opportunity now because I learned from it and I've honestly became a better player. So
yeah.
About 2.5 years ago, I tore my ACL and part of my MCL. Yeah, I wanted to quit right then and there.
Yeah.
Came down, it was 2 weeks before tryouts at Shenandoah University, and I had just transferred. So
where did you transfer from?
Randolph College
in
Lynchburg, Virginia.
Okay.
So I got a new opportunity, new slate, new head coach, new team, new everything. And 2 weeks before tryouts, I tear my ACL, and I'm done for the whole season. And I'm like, really, God, like, is this what we're doing? And
is this the game we're playing?
Right, you know, but he just wanted to teach me patience, and I really do thank him for that. That whole summer, I was just working out, working on my leg, and just being in the gym. And honestly, I think that was really key for me. But that's really when I wanted to give up, and I'm so glad I didn't.
And what do you think the skills of basketball help you translate to be successful in life?
Teach you how to work with other people, teach you how to talk to other people. You know, that's a very important skill. Lots of people don't talk to one another.
I would say camaraderie. No matter where you're at in life, it's always going to be someone else around you.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying there's always going to be someone higher than you, but
yeah.
You know, there's always another boss, or there's always somebody you have to answer to. And, you know, you just knowing that you're not the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're submitting to the team, and you're doing your part to play a bigger role in something else. So I always look at basketball like a village.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just 5 players on the court. It's the team owners. It's the equipment managers. You know, it's everybody who doesn't show up on like the stat sheet or the film or something like that. You know, it's always something bigger than you. So.
And I'm going to assume you guys have had multiple coaches in your life.
Oh, of course.
And have you liked all of them?
Yeah, honestly,
really?
Just about. For me, honestly, I think every coach I've had has made a major impact in my life. I mean, from elementary school, Ricky Funk, from middle school with I can't think of his name right now. So on the top of my head.
Don't you? No, it'll be. We'll be talking in the conversation. It'll come back. Yeah.
Coach Toten, like I can name all. Like I had like 6 coaches, and I can name all of them. They all made a great impact on my life. Honestly.
That's good. I would say maybe about one coach I really didn't like, but I would think as a basketball player, you just need to respect all of your coaches.
Well, it made you get a degree in coaching.
My last coach, honestly, Nick Doyle, he made me, he didn't make me, he edged me to go this route. You know, I just have a knack for just helping people out. I just did 3 summer camps with him at Shenandoah, the Red Hornets camp, and it was just so fun. 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., I'm just with kids all day, and it's just what
Just
I love
playing
to
basketball.
Do. Just playing basketball is what I love to do.
And the Valley Vipers, they have a summer camp coming up too, right?
Yes, ma'am, and I've done 2 already. Oh yeah,
Really?
I've done one last year, and I've done one that just passed. Actually, I think it was spring.
Oh, the spring break camp.
And I mean, it's just so much fun. It's so much fun to engage with the community and kids asking, "Are you a pro? Like, you know what? Where's your name at? Like, can I see you on like the NBA or something like that? You know, just talking to the kids. It's just so fun." Yeah.
And so, is the goal the NBA?
I would say.
I would like to thank Athletes Charitable for sponsoring today's Inspired Changemakers podcast. Athletes Charitable offers a concierge membership service that provides the tools and resources to build a legacy through service. Our athlete-led team has the first-hand experience and expertise to provide hands-on support that simplifies the entire process for athletes and entertainers to reach their social entrepreneurship goals and create lasting impact in their communities. To learn more, check out the link in the bio.
The goal is definitely NBA. Everybody's dream is to make it to NBA.
Yeah.
But I believe wherever God puts me, that's where I need to be. So if I'm going overseas, okay, cool. If I stay with the Vipers, cool. If I end up coaching a high school team, I'm fine with it. As long as basketball is in my life, I'm cool.
Yeah, I was going to give kind of a similar answer. I was going to say I'm going to go where I'm wanted. You know,
Yeah.
so if the NBA wants me, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll go see what happens and we'll try that out. But wherever I'm wanted, that's where I'm go.
Do you think basketball will always be a part of your lives?
Of course.
For sure.
Of course. I'll probably get into coaching or training when I'm done.
Yeah. So I want to say, again, the community that you guys have built, the give back that you give to the community, I think you guys are absolutely amazing for what you do. And I could not be more thankful to be a sponsor. And so there is sponsorships up for anybody that doesn't know. There are sponsorship opportunities available for the Valley Vipers. So I'm going to end with one last question. When you give back to your community, we consider you a philanthropist. So I consider you both philanthropists, right? So tell me, how would you like to see the community change with your work?
Just more interaction. I just want to see us, like, everybody continue to help each other grow. I mean, more supporting each other, like, in the community, not going all the way to Texas to, to build up the Texas community. Let's build up right here. Let's build something right here and support each other. And then, see what happens.
Yeah, I think just being active in the community, just doing whatever it needs, whether it's cleaning up a sidewalk or going in school and reading to some kids, just making a difference in someone's life each day. I think you will make some progress moving forward for the future.
And if you had to give one piece of advice for somebody that is that like in between athlete, like the kid that may not get the full ride to the college but is still pretty decent at basketball and could go play somewhere, and he needed, or she, let me not be like he or she, needed just one piece of advice to keep going, what would you say?
First thing is believe in yourself, and that it's all about timing. Your opportunity might not come in high school. Your opportunity might not come in college, but the opportunity, if it's there, it will come. Like, if you keep on believing in yourself, the opportunity will come, and, just be patient. That's it.
Ever since college, my motto was stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So, if you're working every day and then you get that call some way, somehow, and you're ready, you can go, So I think, like what Mike said, it's all about timing, just being patient and waiting on your turn.
And have you had, sorry, I said one more question and now I have 3 more. It's okay. So this is how this works. Have you had one mentor in your life that you really think, like, without this person, my mindset would be different? Like, not so much a mentor on, like, basketball skills, but, like, mindset skills.
I can go if you're still thinking.
Yeah, you go.
I would say my aunt, my late aunt, actually. She was a real basketball fan. She loved the WNBA. That's why I love the WNBA now, just because of her. She used to take me to all the Mystics games. But she always told me there's going to be days in your life where you don't want to do this or you don't want to go to this, but it's always going to work out in your favor. As long as you're doing something else something for someone else, it's always going to come back to you in good favor.
I guess I'd go with my dad. I guess I'll go with him. It's so cliche, but You know, he just
so cute though. Don't you wish your kids one day is gonna say like your mom or your dad? You know, like yeah.
Just wait till they hit it.
Yeah.
I just say, you know, my dad basically just taught like work ethic and just, you know, don't be lazy. You know, push yourself and just you're like anything can happen. Just go make it happen. Basically, type of thing. He's always working. So that's him.
And I think it's so important that we show up for people in that way too, with their mindset. Specifically, I'll give you an example for me when I was trying to start Athletes Charitable. I just like sports. Like, I mean, let's be honest, right? I like sports and I think athletes can make a difference in their community. I've seen it. Growing up where I grew up, I learned more about the world's problems from Allen Iverson's foundation, from Donna McNabb's foundation, from Brian Dawkins. Like, they would put food insecurity on the screen. And I was like, what do you mean kids can't eat? Like, do you know, like I have learned and what they're doing in the community and who shows up for their community. And like, I've just really always have thought professional athletes have such an ability to rally people. You make us want you to win. You have spent your whole life making a crowd of people want you to win. And so when you take that off the court or off the field and you apply that to food insecurity in a community or education for kids, or if you dogs in a shelter, whatever it may be, whatever your cause is, you have such an availability to make an impact. And I remember saying this like over and over, and people are like, are you really ever gonna like, how are you gonna get into the sports world? Like who, like you are seriously, like you don't know anybody, you don't know any professional athletes, like how are you gonna do this? And everything lined up because I was open to the opportunity. I was uncomfortable. And I said yes, even though I was incredibly uncomfortable. And I think that's so important that we provide that mindset for other people, letting them know. And in our society today, in our world today, it's so easy to tear people down.
Oh, yeah. That's all they do. It's easy to kick people down. It's social media.
Yeah, social media is a big one.
Yeah, it's easy
It's
to
a
kick
big
people
one,
down.
yeah. You can have so many different opinions on social media, and then in real life, it's just not even there.
And people have to turn off their comment section.
Yep, that's it. Don't pay attention to what people are saying.
And how do you think you've been able to keep the negativity out? Do you not read the social media comments, or do you?
I mean...
Do you Google yourself now?
Well, honestly, I don't pay attention to too much negativity anyway. I've always been like, words really just not going to hurt me too much. You know, we all just, you know, like, just can't really get under my skin. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, just words don't really affect me too much. I guess because I was a bald head middle schooler short, so I done got picked on a lot. So ain't too much really bothered me no more. But
Really? You got picked on?
oh yeah, I was short. I was bald. I mean, you know it happens, and I went to public school.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I deal with negativity almost every day. I have like 8, 9 siblings. I don't know. Yeah, my mother adopted. I have 3 biological, and I believe 5 or 6 adopted. It's a lot of us. Yeah, it's a lot of us. Yeah, but I mean, every day is something new, And me being the oldest, it's like, okay, well, why are you doing that? Okay, well, can you let him have the toy? And, it's just stuff like that. So just dealing with that, like with my own siblings, and then I think when I go out into the world, I can preach to other people, what I just dealt with. So
yeah, and I can imagine throughout your guys' journey of people telling you what they think your limits are. Like, have people told you what they think your limits are?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody's gonna talk, but like Mike said, you just always have to believe in yourself. I think there's something within yourself when you believe, and you can just put your mind and do anything.
And do you think it's the visualization? What do you think gives you guys that confidence?
Just knowing that we prepared for it. Yeah, I think
the work that you put in outside of it, like outside of the games, the work you put into practice, the stuff that you do that nobody sees. I think that's really going to make you more confident.
Yeah, I think whatever you do in the dark will always show in the light with anything in your life.
Oh, I really like that. But what I also like is that you guys show up for each other.
Oh, yeah.
And that's huge. And do you think any of your teammates would show up?
Of course. 100%. 100%. That's what being a team is all about. And
then is there, when you get into that, because, okay, so now how many games do you have left in the season?
Probably like 8.
Okay. So you guys think you're going to make a playoff run?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
100% sure.
100% sure. So who is your biggest rival?
The Cavs.
Okay. And where are they located?
Frederick.
Okay. So they are your biggest rivals.
Yeah.
And have they beat you this season yet?
Every game.
Every game.
Yeah, we haven't beat them yet.
Yep.
That's why
Yet.
they're a rival.
Yet.
There it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Put
That's
quotations on that.
Yeah. Okay. But I could not be more excited to have you here. I love the Valley Vipers. I love what you're doing for the community. I love how you interact with the kids. I love how you show up for your community, whether it is the food drive or the parades or the after school program or the summer camp. I really love that you connect with each and every one of us and think that the community that we're building, exactly what you're saying, is that if we're there for each other, how can we make each other better each and every time? So thank you guys so much for being on the podcast.
Thank
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
This was fun.
Okay, let's go. Okay, should we do it like Valley? Oh, you don't chant for yourself, do you? So it would be only, yes, because you guys are playing. So Valley Vipers. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye. Find Inspired Changemakers on Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and comment on all the awesome things you are doing to make this world a better place. Don't forget to subscribe.